Fire Team Osiris. Over the last 72 hours, 5 colonies have experienced identical events. Massive destruction, Forerunner in origin. And Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Halsey has managed to contact us. She claims to have information on these attacks.
Halsey is currently in Covenant custody on the surface of Kamchatka. Your mission is to insert behind enemy lines, retrieve Halsey, and bring her back to Infinity. Be advised, Dr. Halsey is accompanied by Covenant Supreme Leader Jul 'Mdama. If you have the opportunity...
Understood, Commander.
Good luck, Spartan Locke. Infinity out.
Tracking gear online.
Affirmative. Say, before we make this jump, anybody want to say a few words?
I figure if God can hear how scared I am, so can everyone else. Locke, you buying the first drink when we're done?
You ask, you buy. Fire Team Osiris. The light is green.
This is not meant to be a knockoff of CinemaSins or Gaming Sins, hence why there's no sin counter. Having said that, I have a confession to make. I've been dreading doing this video. I don't know where to begin. I mean, seriously, where do I start? Do I start with why Jul 'Mdama is out in the open instead of aboard a ship, especially during a massive Promethean attack? And what is he doing on Kamchatka to begin with? And speaking of Prometheans, what are they doing here, and whose command are they under? Last time I checked, the Didact was dead, even if we are factoring in the outside lore. And finally, if the mission is to save Dr. Halsey, why is Fire Team Osiris doing this rather than the Master Chief? In fact, we find out later that the entire blue team is in this game. They were practically raised by Dr. Halsey. They should be the ones doing this mission, not some renegade Spartan 4s. I'm just saying. Oh, right, one more thing. Why is Fire Team Osiris just now learning the details of their near-suicidal, borderline Avengers ripping-off jump? Size coming from a Covenant cruiser crashing that hard would have killed the Spartans as well.
Halsey and 'Mdama are holed up inside a Forerunner structure ahead. That's our target.
The Promethean presence here is extremely intense. They even have anti-air batteries up and everything. What's so important about Kamchatka that their presence needs to be so strong? I mean, is there another Guardian here? Well, thanks to Halo 5's amazing storytelling, we'll never know.
Area's clear. Move on.
Good work, everyone.
I noticed in the briefing Dr. Halsey lost her left arm. When did that happen?
Jul did it. No idea when or why.
Reckon it wasn't an argument, or he'd have cut off her head instead of her arm.
Door's sealed tight.
Forerunner security station. Must be in lockdown.
Any way to lift it?
The Artemis can analyze Forerunner systems. Might be a way to override this door.
This Artemis thing one of your old Oni toys?
Similar. I convinced Commander Palmer to outfit us with prototypes. This should do it.
In every other Halo game, I've complained about the fact that human AI apparently have the power to interface with Forerunner technology. Now, apparently humans also have that power, even without Dr. Halsey to help them, because reasons?
Door's open.
The Artemis did the trick. Locke, listen to this. They're assaulting the back of the temple, bringing the Kraken.
Kraken sighted!
What the hell is this thing? Covenant Kraken? First of all, it doesn't even align with the typical Covenant naming scheme. Second, what is its purpose and why does it have an advantage over the ships? Wouldn't a Covenant cruiser be a more useful version of a mobile base? I mean, they can fly and get away at a second's notice if need be. The Kraken isn't just slow and impractical, it's also a bigger target. Next time, just go with the Scarab.
Would you like to discuss the finer points of casual reconciliation?
Or human sarcasm.
So you have learned something from each of
You claim to be able to access...
And I can.
You can feel.
However, I did not claim to be able to access it
No big deal.
instantaneously.
I'm just gonna aggro all this shit, so in the 1 minute is up, it'll all be there. Just gotta watch out not get cursed. But all these guys will be dropped.
This location does not serve my needs. But to make another transmission, I must triangulate.
Fire up this, Doctor! You have been chasing shadows for weeks to no avail!
Covenant's in the midst of a huge battle, yet he only has this many guards protecting him. And he's out in the open. Also, for those of you wondering what this mission has anything to do with the rest of the game, you're not alone. Aside from picking up Dr. Halsey and acknowledging the Prometheans are still a problem, it has nothing to do with the rest of the game. My guess is that since Spartan Ops Season 2 never got greenlit, they decided to put the finale for the series right here as the first mission in Halo 5, rather than having a proper opening mission. So for those who never played Halo 4, Spartan Ops will have no idea who Jewel of Dama is or his importance to the Halo universe. At the very least, they should have waited to the Battle of Sinayan to kill him off. But instead, they decided to kill off a major Covenant villain in the very first mission of the game. Way to go, 343 Industries. Way to go.
Captain Lasky, I sent you my position 3 weeks ago. I told you this was happening.
Discuss that in private, Doctor. Palmer.
What has she done? How far has it already gone?
Good work, Osiris.
The secret they want to tell Dr. Halsey behind closed doors is that the writers never came up with a reason, so they have to BS their way out of this one.
Yeah, that Carter.
As we find out later by way of Osiris exposition, these Spartans have known each other their entire lives. And yet, given all the exposition that this game has, none of it's ever dedicated to explaining their absence or their return. In all the games you've played as Master Chief, there's never any mention of Blue Team or what happened to them. Yet here they just randomly show up again. As big as a pivot point as this is in the Halo universe, they leave this to outside lore. Once again, shame on you, 343 Industries.
Thanks, Kelly. Everyone ready?
Affirmative.
You're good. Blue team, fall out.
He's just skating along right there.
The elites, only standing a few feet away from those bay windows, don't notice a squad of Spartans shooting at said windows.
What a coward. I wasn't really the scummiest players.
Domain is open.
No skill whatsoever.
Next.
I don't even know why they play this game. They don't belong on my game.
The reclamation is about to begin.
Can't let them obey the fat guys.
So, was this a dream or was it a vision? Master Chief seems pretty certain it was the latter, but if it was a vision, why did Cortana wait till Master Chief was blacked out to try to communicate with him? As we saw in Halo 3, she can do this at any time, even across the galaxy. If I had been the Master Chief in this scenario, I think I would have gone with the former. It's just a dream. Let it slide.
He's getting wrecked by a fucking NPC. What a scrub.
Need a doctor after hours? United Healthcare can help. See a doctor right on your phone, right from your home.
Is that normal?
That's normal for the parent.
And what about him?
Hey, Doc. That's normal for the parent.
United Healthcare.
Hide.
Not enough. Something about Meridian.
Meridian's a backwater. If she's active, what's she doing so far out on the frontier?
These guys are terrible.
Hunters. Keeping pace with us.
You know, I get that the Hunters are just large collective masses of worms with a central intelligence, and that should allow them to move throughout the facility fairly quickly. But, by that same token, how do they get their armor about? It'd be pretty tough to fit that fuel rod cannon and all that armor through a ventilation shaft, and all while doing so moving at a faster rate of speed than the Spartans.
Clear.
Time, Linda.
89 seconds.
Sierra 117 to Infinity. Argent Moon Scuttle. I've reassigned Blue Team. Destination Meridian. Potential contact from Cortana.
Negative 117. Another team is already being prepped to deal with her.
What the hell?
You're to return to Infinity immediately.
Negative Infinity. I don't like it.
Whoever they are, let's get to Meridian before they do.
Kelly, no.
No need to do this by yourself, Chief.
I get that these Spartans have known each other all their lives, but a lot has happened since the last time they saw each other. They should be helping Master Chief see a doctor, not helping him chase his delusions.
I tried to warn you this was happening. Cortana is no longer an asset, Captain. She is a danger. She has access to the Forerunner domain, a galaxy-spanning network
Cortana's
that
alive?
allows her to control whatever devices caused this damage.
How is she? Master Chief believes she contacted him.
No, John must not speak to her.
He's gone in search of her.
You let him go?
How is it
Nobody lets the chief do anything. He does what he wants.
until 0631 this morning, when he was declared absent without leave? This isn't about the Master
John
Chief.
is not equipped emotionally to deal with her as a threat.
Come on, you cowards.
Is anyone gonna answer me?
Captain Lasky apparently lets the Master Chief do whatever he wants, yet he still seems to not have a problem with declaring the Master Chief AWOL after only being gone a few hours.
The Covenant blasted this planet in 48. It was a UNSC colony then, but we never came back. Run by a private corp now, chipping away the glass, making her livable.
Why are we taking a long way down?
Because it's polite. Grew up on an indie colony like Meridian. Folks out here don't take well to the UNSC landing in the middle of town. Tend to see it as an act of aggression.
Speaking of acts of aggression,
Those are Forerunner ships. What the hell are Forerunners doing here?
Maybe we're not the only ones here with the Master Chief.
whoever the hell is on my elevator, identify yourself.
This is Spartan Jameson Locke, UNSC.
You go out of here.
To whom am I speaking?
This is Governor Sloan. Governor didn't seem to worry him.
Well, he's gonna get it anyway.
Spartans? What the hell are Spartans doing here?
What's going on?
Meridian Station's under attack. Sloan's trying to put up a fight. I got family up there. They ain't on.
Osiris, the people of Meridian Station need our assistance.
Slow to all hands. Take up defensive positions. Do not panic.
Meridian Control, we need you to open the doors to this. Damn it, Kyle! Do it! Fine, go!
Cases on lockdown. No way out.
There must be a way.
ran and gone straight to the source.
Look at this.
Looks like a map of Apogee Station. It leads down inside the mountain.
Marked a path through the door outside to the mines.
Governor Sloan.
Lock.
We're looking for access to the mine near our position.
You think the soldier you're chasing is down there? Not likely.
I'm asking politely for access to your facility, Governor.
Opening the door for you now. Watch yourself down there.
Governor Sloan knows damn well that Master Chief is down there with Blue Team, but rather than simply elsewhere to buy Blue Team some more time, he simply says, no, they can't be down there. That's very convincing of you, Governor. Better luck next time.
What was that?
Well, let's go find out. We're sitting dogs here.
You son of a bitch. Reverse gankers.
Are you the Guardian?
I am Holden Eternal. I stand in service to Cortana.
Cortana?
The other humans are approved for passage. Regretfully, you are not.
That sounds like a threat.
Vacate his shelter now.
There appears to be hundreds of Warden Eternal bodies guarding this Guardian, yet for whatever reason, when the first Warden Eternal is eventually destroyed, none of the others are deployed. Because reasons?
The warden said Cortana was calling them to her. She's not here.
Oh, they built him big, didn't they? Figure that's the Guardian?
Can't get much by a buck. Up here! Contact!
Move! Contain!
Fireteam Osiris seems to be putting a lot of faith in these teleportation devices. For all they know, they can teleport in one and teleport on the other side right above a pool of lava.
Blue team! Stay where you are. "117, stand down. Sir, you are absent without leave. This is your one chance to come home peacefully. Blue team, stand down.
I have a job to do.
Cortana's our concern now, sir.
Like hell she is.
do I even really need to say anything here? Let's just move on.
Area secure. Lockdown.
Elevator doors open.
Spartans, your tenacity outstrips even my own.
When did Cortana tell you about the Guardian?
You're good. She gave me fair warning, true enough. I was allowed to help my people survive. A change is gonna come. For all of us, human and created alike. She's pushing a new dawn. I intend to be part of it.
Cortana has already summoned the Guardian, yet despite making a deal with Governor Sloan, the Prometheans continue to attack the civilians even while they're trying to evacuate the planet. Pulses being emitted from the Guardian proved later to be ship-destroying, yet for some reason these guys are standing within a stone's throw away of the Guardian and are somehow still alive.
Identify yourself.
I am the Warden of Eternal. I stand in defense of Cortana.
She called me to her.
Came scampering. She knows your philosophy.
Take me to Cortana.
The Warden freely allowed safe passage to Master Chief and Blue Team to Genesis, and he presumably did this because Cortana told him to. Yet nearly the entire time the Chief and Blue Team are on Genesis, he continuously tries to kill them. The Warden Eternal apparently thinks he can have his cake and eat it too.
Chief, hello?
Cortana.
John, you made it. Oh my... I can't believe you're here.
Where are we?
You're on a Forerunner world. Signation, Genesis. Enough standing around. Let me get the bridge for you. The Warden will be back soon.
You know him.
Oh yes. Fair warning, he has a single mind, but a few million bodies.
Chief said you were destroyed.
After I saw John last, I was pulled into slipspace. That's where I found access to the domain. A Forerunner system that spans the known galaxy.
How are you still active? Rampancy.
Entering the domain. Touching this place. It cured me. It's like the water of life for AIs.
How do we get to you?
By accessing the gateway. The big building putting on a light show. You already triggered most of its activation sequence, just like I knew you would. Just one more to go. Okay, here it is. Final activation point.
Cortana. Why does the Warden think he needs to protect you from me?
There's so much to explain. It'll be easier when we're face to face.
Try me.
The cure for rampancy I found means AIs can be immortal. That kind of lifespan allows for long-term planning, just like the Forerunners were capable of. AIs can assume the Forerunner's mantle of responsibility. And once there is peace, we can focus on poverty, hunger, illness. But Warden believes some will resist our help. And he's afraid you're one of them.
Sounds great. I don't get why anyone's expecting resistance.
Didac made it clear Command will responsibility was imperial peace. Step out of line and suffer.
It won't be like that, John. I'll explain it better once we're together.
Exactly how again was Cortana pulled into slipspace? Was it because she was aboard the Didact ship because even so, the Didact ship was blown up by a nuclear weapon. We know this because at the end of Halo 4, we see millions of pieces of the Didact ship floating around in space. Cortana is being extremely vague about a modern miracle, and yet for some reason, the Master Chief is still inclined to trust her, at least enough to continue his pursuit.
Dr. Halsey's theory. Cortana is activating the Guardians.
But not this one. Not yet. It's an Ion. A pre-Covenant religious site on San Helios.
It's a Guardian on the elite homeworld?
If we can get a team on the ground, we can access that Guardian.
San Helios is off limits. Brass wants nothing to do with the Arbiter's war.
Well, that's a dick move. The elites went out of their way to assist the humans to help defeat both Truth and the Gravemind. Yet here to abandon them? Now, I agree that before they both had mutual interest, but don't they still have mutual interest? Aren't the Covenant still a threat to humanity as well as the elites? It would seem to me that even if the Covenant isn't that big of a threat to humanity anymore, it's the least they can do to help pay back the elites for saving their butts during the last war.
Okay, cool.
Considering that both factions have spaceships, it seems rather quiet around the planet itself. You would think during such a major conflict, getting the humans there at all would be an issue. And yet, here we are.
Hey guys, Arbiter, you're up.
Affirmative. Guardian of the Dome. Swords of San Helios. Command's attack. Affirmative.
Friendlies in the air, Osiris. Focus fire on ground forces.
Rackets on the move. All Banshee wings. Engage the Kraken.
Really? Again with this thing?
Osiris, form up. Everyone ready?
Actually, Snog, I could ask a favor.
Hopefully it goes all the way down.
Did you say a word?
Come a long way together. Long way yet to go. Let's make a good jump like we mean to. And handle fools like we need to.
90 seconds to insertion point.
And make Buck by the first
Where's that
round
mad
when we
spirit?
get back.
Damn it. There he is. Put that elevator back up. We don't want them escaping.
We get through this. I'll buy the whole damn bar.
Fire Team Osiris. The light is green.
You know, I genuinely love playing this mission. Having said that, given that this is the final stronghold for the Covenant and it's so small in area size, wouldn't it be easier to send a couple of cruisers in to glass the entire thing? I mean, the light show is impressive and all, but still, boots on the ground does not seem to be a tactical advantage in this case.
Big soldiers remain here.
We don't have time to discuss it. Take him out, Osiris.
Buck seems genuinely surprised to see the Warden again, even though back when they were on Meridian, there were hundreds of other Wardens stationed around the Guardian. And also shame on the Warden Eternal for still only using one of his bodies at a time, especially given that these particular Spartans were not granted passage. Either the Warden is continuing to overestimate his abilities, or he's just a dumbass. I'm shooting for the latter.
Is that it?
We got a situation
I've never seen anything like that. Will you get my phone, please?
I don't know where they are.
No, I want a video chat with the doctor.
Down there? Okay.
Need a doctor after hours? United Healthcare can help. See a doctor right on your phone.
Where are they?
Is that normal?
That's normal for a new baby.
And what about him?
That's normal for a new parent.
United Healthcare.
They are down there. Okay.
Where are we?
I don't know what they're doing over there.
Activate back.
Like standing on the side of a skyscraper. This is bad.
We'll be fine.
She's down there, huh?
Let's find out. Gordon Jameson locked broadcasting on all UNSC frequencies. Sierra 117, please respond.
Guardian's moving.
Get moving. Reach a
What
low
are they
enough
doing over
altitude where
there?
it's safe to jump.
Crawlers ahead.
Don't stop. Shoot and run.
You know, I get how the Spartans can do this because they have gravity boots, but that still doesn't explain how all the debris, plus everything else, can treat this as if it's horizontal, solid ground.
Hello.
That's a monitor.
I am 031 Exuberant Witness, monitor of the Genesis installation. Welcome. Have you also come to stop Cortana from claiming the mantle?
The mantle.
A forced peace upon the galaxy. The threat of death overpowering any celebration of life. Unless you join
Where's this
the
fighting
other humans
happening?
and stop her,
Awesome.
it is your future. Access your communication systems. Oh, by the way, there are a number of hostile visitors just outside, so I brought you this. I assume it will be of use to you.
Scorpion. Yeah, I reckon we can make use of that.
I found it among the detritus of Guardian 3209's arrival.
While I do realize that Exuberant just tried to explain this, I still do not fully understand or fathom how a Scorpion tank managed to make it all the way to Genesis in one piece and completely undamaged.
I'm losing patience with this damn level. I can't find this guy. Okay, let's go.
It's so good to see you, John. So good to see all of you back together.
Psychological tapping. Saying my name. Play nice.
What would you have me do?
Say my name. Eyes up, routine.
Oh, where's this host at? Hiding while everybody else does all the work.
I am to leave the galaxy, but you won't allow me to choose who I trust. How stupid do you think I am?
Oh, right. Now the Warren Eternal decides to make several dozen copies of himself as a standard tactic.
Yeah, you're that reverse ganker.
He is the last person I need protection from.
What? This is all it took to destroy the Warren Eternal. After everything that our best friend, the Master Chief, and Blue Team have been through at this point, that's all it takes to destroy the Warren Eternal. At this point, I honestly feel like I can end the video here. I've proven my point. But we only have one mission to go, so let's do this.
I know we have a disagreement, but once you understand my plan,
Your plan is we do as you say. like Dr. Halsey did for me.
No. That monster forced you. This is a gift.
Listen to yourself. Stand down, Cortana. Come home with us. It's not too late to stop this.
Stop.
Ah,
John.
well met.
This is too important to stop.
Passion one.
I just needed to know if I could still trust you. You'll be safe inside this cryptum until my work is done.
Cortana.
Goodbye, John.
I said, bitch.
Ah, you've noticed my humble collection. Just a few specimens of our invisible genesis.
I have mixed feelings here. Should I be happy about the aliens being locked up, or should I feel sorry for them, knowing that they're going to probably starve to death? Even if they are heartless monsters, they're still living creatures.
Look at all of them. How are we gonna stop that?
Holy!
Watch out!
Where did it go?
The reclamation has begun.
Exuberant.
I always thought the duty would fall to humans.
Yep, and so did the rest of the Halo fan base.
Here it comes. Brace yourself. Keep moving.
My guardians are deployed. Calls incoming. The reclamation has begun.
Another pulse.
Peace will reign across the known galaxy.
Another pulse. Hold on.
Doesn't have a lot of health. So he's gonna fight. Have to watch out for that bleed. I drew him in with that, of course. Because even if he did go through with it, he would have had nowhere to go because the animation doesn't stop. You can't cancel it. So even if I took all that damage, I just would have gone like this. Backstab. That was an extra lucky drop right there. Damn it. I almost need like one more. Well.
We're nearly at the relay.
Stay behind me.
There! The relay! Destroy it!
Just one more question before I go. Where's the Infinity? Why is she so difficult to see?
Cortana is asking an excellent question, and one we'll never sadly know the answer to. I mean, I get the Infinity has 4 engines, but aside from that, what's really so special about it, aside from its size? What else don't we know about the Infinity?
I will find her.
Just another. Not taking.
Slipspace coordinates locked in. Crypto secure. Goodbye, Mr. Locke.
I have control again!
What? What are you doing? What happened?
Do you hear me? I have control again!
Look!
Did we say?
It's too late. The Slipspace drives are activated. You can't...
Just a few seconds ago, Fire Team Osiris was literally dying from the pulses being emitted from the Guardian. Yet here they don't seem to be having any problem at all. I mean, is there a shield protecting them? Because I don't see one.
Stop it!
You took my installation. I will take something of yours.
shutting down everything from Earth to the outer colonies. Roland?
Found you. Hide and seek's over, Infinity.
Well, I guess Infinity's not so special after all.
Lieutenant Jack, emergency subspace now!
Mantle of responsibility for Galaxy shelters all, but only the created are its masters.
So, if Cortana's main allies are the created, aka the AI made by humans, why would her main tactical aggression be an electromagnetic pulse?
I should have parried him.
It seems like it
Or the punch guy that got
the humans. And speaking of AI, why hasn't Roland turned on the humans as well? Or has he? And that is officially everything wrong with Halo 5 Guardians. So do you agree with my list? And what did you find most jarring about the game? You can let me know in the comments below, or hit me up on Twitter @MythicTyrant. A link to my Twitter feed can be found in the description below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, and you want to keep up to date on all your Halo news, click that subscribe button for more great content every single day right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals. I'll catch you right back here next time. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.
tested very few leads, but investigators hoped a tiny red fiber, some paper towels, and a tire could solve the mystery. Interstate 97 runs along the eastern side of the Cascade Mountains in the Pacific Northwest.
Highway 97 is very well traveled and truck traffic is unbelievable, but it's a major state highway.
Early one June morning, a man driving along the interstate in Oregon spotted something on the side of the road. When he stopped to investigate, he discovered it was a sleeping bag. He went back to check it out. Back of his truck. But later that day, he took a closer look at it. Inside, he found a pair of women's sneakers and a purse. Both were covered in blood. The first thing I thought was we had a dead body somewhere on 97. I mean, no purse and sleeping bags. There was no money inside the purse, but there was a driver's license. It belonged to a 20-year-old woman named Carrie Love, who lives in a small town near Seattle, about 400 miles from where the sleeping bag was found. Carrie's mother told police that her daughter left home a few days earlier to visit her father in Los Angeles.
She told me that she was going to be staying with her father down there, and she was really looking forward to that because it had been a while since she had seen him.
We walked for miles up 97 on both sides, just walking parallel to the road to see if we could find anything that was discovered. But they found nothing. Then Cooper remembered that there was an isolated truck stop about 15 miles from where the sleeping bag had been discarded. It's out of the way, it's dark, black, pitch black out there at night. And if that's the case, in the scenario, that's what I would have done. I would have dumped her there. There was a drag mark in the gravel where the disappeared or something that drug the gravel in the parking area. And that's where they found Carrie Love's body, buried beneath a mound of gravel.
Oh.
Nearby, investigators found sheets of green paper towels with pieces of duct tape attached to the ends.
Got killed by the AoE, not by the host or phantoms. That should not have happened either. This guy's fucking laggy as hell.
And there was 12 or 14 different kinds of fibers. Investigators hoped that Carrie's autopsy would tell them what happened during her last moments alive.
The autopsy lasted, I think, a little over 9 hours. And that was because in doing what we had to do, we set the pattern and the tone, and the group of guys that worked with this are the best you can get.
Under Karen's fingernails were several red cotton fibers, an indication that she had fought her attacker. Petechial hemorrhages in Carrie's eyes indicated she had been asphyxiated. There were also 2 deep stab wounds to her chest. And on her left arm and chest, investigators discovered what was perhaps the most telling piece of evidence. These were contusions that brought blood up to the surface of the skin. The pattern looked to some like tire impressions.
This came from the side of the tire being pressed down on her arm. But it was a very geometric pattern. I mean, you could see it. It was square, and then there would be a rounded part, and then a square part. And it just spoke to me that said, that's part of a tire.
The paper towels found near Carrie's body were a common brand, nothing unusual, but forensic scientist Mike Howard did find something distinctive.
You just hope Callum the light. There were little holes along, and they were random along.
Each brand had a unique pattern, which is produced by large rollers and manufactured.
That reverse gangster again. I'm gonna go after him. I don't care about anybody else.
Sometimes it will actually punch paper towel in the hand, and this particular case, paper towel did have a blemish in it where the roller had been punching through these random holes in the towels. I went around to various stores. I probably bought about 100 rolls of towels. None of them had the little holes in it like that.
They're never gonna beat me this time. They can't even beat those fat guys by themselves. It's all on stream, so.
Worked as a dispatcher for a small trucking company called Northern Star. The owner of the company was a man named Jesse Pratt.
When I first saw his picture, I thought he was a regen from Hells Angels. Was my first impression. He had
Come on, you cowards. I know you can hear me.
long hair
None of you can beat me.
and scruffy.
All together, you can't beat me.
Just a real
I'll give you one more chance.
scary type.
One more chance.
Pratt told police that he offered Carrie a ride to Los Angeles in his truck, but Carrie declined. She wanted to take
Come on.
an airplane instead.
Come on.
Carrie decided,
Come on.
according to Jesse, that she wasn't going to drive to L.A. She now wanted him to drop her off at SeaTac Airport in Seattle.
You're lucky you got in my way. I was gonna run all you, running all one you. Cowards. These are the worst players ever. There's a reverse ganker in here too, so I have to watch out if he invades.
4 times and had a history of violence towards women. All of his ex-wives claimed even worse.
Come on.
In 1981,
Come on.
Pratt was sentenced
Come on.
to 10 years for
Come on.
kidnapping one of his girlfriends, but was released
Come on, you coward.
10 months into prison. Served time in Walla Walla.
Come on, you coward.
When Forsman was let out, waited until he should have been let out.
Some
What are you
of
scared of?
his girlfriends told investigators Pratt
Fucking coward.
involved in prostitution.
Every girlfriend he had, he tried to make it comfortable. It was just a matter of time.
Come on.
Frankly, I'm stunned that there aren't women.
Come on.
That's Brad, Israel, Tapalot.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
First found. It was obvious the truck had been cleaned up. There weren't even hardly fingerprints in that truck. So forensic scientists would have to look elsewhere, because evidence is often in the most unlikely spot.
Oh man, I was gonna try and help him, but he's gonna die right now.
Jesse Pratt acknowledged that Carrie Love worked for him as an administrative assistant, while Pratt hauled freight with his 18-wheel truck. Pratt said he offered Carrie a ride to Los Angeles to visit her father, but Carrie refused. And he said he dropped her off at the Seattle airport and drove to Los Angeles alone.
They're running.
When we examined the truck, there were 2 rolls of paper towels in the trucks, one of which was opened, and it just happened to be Bounty brand.
It was the same brand and color of paper towels used in Carrie's asphyxiation.
Oh my goodness.
I stripped some of the green dye out and did an analysis of the dye, so the dyes were the same. I ran them on an instrument called an X-ray fluorescence spectrometer to look for the metal elements that were present, even though there weren't a lot.
What are metals doing in paper? When the wood is made into pulp, the excess fibers are removed with sulfur, some of which remains in the paper. And sodium from the wood remains in the paper end product too. In a process known as ashing, Howard burned each sample to ash. A neutral chemical compound was added, then placed in the fluorescent spectrometer, where the metals fluoresce as the X-rays pass through. Both samples had identical amounts of sulfur, sodium, potassium, and other trace metals.
They had the same metallic components in the towels, so we were able to link those towels from the dump scene back directly to the towels in the truck.
The roll of towels in the truck also had the same puncture marks from the manufacturing rollers as the towels at the crime scene. Then, forensic scientists compared the red cotton fibers underneath Carrie's fingernails to a red cotton t-shirt Pratt was wearing when police questioned him. They were microscopically similar, made from the same materials and the same dyes.
That fingernail raped the article of clothes. It could have been done in passion. It could have been in fighting.
The fibers from the discarded sleeping
Oh,
bag
they
were
went up
also
there.
discovered in the sleeping area of Pratt's truck.
So we now had a fiber link with multiple fibers to link Carrie Love both with the sleeper compartment with the truck and with the sleeping bag at the dump scene.
Among Pratt's business papers, Cooper found an interesting lead. A gas receipt for the day before Carrie's body was discovered.
For diesel fuel in Red's gasoline station.
So Cooper called Red's gas station to see if they could remember Jesse Pratt.
And he says, yeah, the driver had full beard and a big pot belly. And I'm sitting there, I'm starting to breathe hard because I can't believe what he's recalling. And I says, is there anything else?
Right to Vegas.
He says, yeah, that young, good-looking little girl that was with him.
When faced with this eyewitness testimony and forensic evidence, Pratt quickly changed his story. He now admitted that Carrie had been in the sleeper compartment of his truck because the two had consensual sex, but said Carrie had stolen some money from him during the trip.
So he was angry at her, he had some fights over it.
It's gonna disconnect, huh?
On Highway 58, he just couldn't take it anymore, and he booted her out of the truck midnight and said, find your own way. Now, to me, that was the stupidest story you could have made up, because if I'd have been on the jury, I'd have convicted him of murder just for that.
Jesse could look at me, smile, carry on the conversation.
I hear it, but I don't see it.
Misdemeanor in his tone of voice, he was flat out lying, or creating whatever he wanted me to believe.
But investigators wanted to do one more test. They wanted an expert to examine the tires on Pratt's truck. Could they hold the key to the death of Carrie Love?
Team Nissan invites you to dare to compare the 2017 Nissan Rogue versus the Toyota RAV4 LE. The Rogue surpasses the RAV4. First, the Nissan Rogue delivers more fuel economy in city, highway, and combined. And with the Nissan Rogue,
Investigators knew that Carrie
Maybe I should let him summon some more guys. I need the souls.
after she was dead.
I think I'll let him summon them.
A tire pattern across her chest.
I'm running low on grass and
burn pattern across her left forearm that
Lloyd's
appeared to be
talisman.
caused by friction. The mark resembled the pattern found on the side of a truck tire.
It wasn't the flat portion of the tire that was burned into her.
But a coward like him, he'll probably disconnect.
Of the tire.
To see if one of Jesse Pratt's tires had caused
He can't beat this by himself.
investigators called Peter McDonald, the premier tire evidence expert in the country.
They had heard about my expertise and thought this might be useful.
The first thing McDonald had to do was to take impressions.
Lucky it's all on stream, so everybody gets to see this coward.
He knew just by looking at the tires that all 18 tires had recently been retreaded.
Oh man.
And for some unexplained reason, all the tread patterns were different. The tire mark across Carrie Love's body appeared to resemble the right rear tire on Pratt's truck. The question now was whether the side pattern on that tire could be matched to the burn mark on Carrie Love's left forearm. When a tire is retreaded, a new sheath of rubber tracking is glued onto the tire's core and is then spliced together. McDonald was most interested in that splice where the retread was glued together on the outside of the tire. He laid paper over the side of the tire and pushed it down to lift the impressions. The side pattern on the tire was a short bar followed by a rounded square. But at the point where the retread was spliced together, the bar was shorter than anywhere else on the tire.
The one particular bar that I focused my attention to was unique, and that only would occur where there's a splice of the retread.
Back in his lab, McDonald cut out the pattern, mounted it on a rubber stamp, then applied ink. He pressed it on his left forearm. The pattern was identical to the pattern burned into Carrie Love's arm,
Yeah, that's
and
fucked up.
identical to the side pattern on the tire from Jesse Pratt's truck. Both patterns had the same shortened bar at the spot where the retread was spliced together.
That same short bar showed up on Carrie Love's arm. If it hadn't been for these unique features, I couldn't have made a positive identification.
On that same tire, McDonald noticed a serial number, XZA9219, on the new retread. He traced that number back to the company that treaded the tire. The manager revealed the tire was retreaded just 2 months before Carrie's death. And he also revealed who had paid for the work.
The check that was written for $278 for a retread, and it was signed by the victim, Carrie Love.
By the victim?
By the number of
Oh my
women
goodness.
that he has heard in the past before Carrie that he can't be in society and he needs to be held accountable for what he has done.
Prosecutors believe Carrie accepted Pratt's offer of a ride to Los Angeles. Along the way, Pratt demanded sex. Carrie refused, and there was a confrontation. The forensic evidence suggests that Pratt covered her nose and mouth with the paper towels.
What a
Every
dick.
piece of forensic evidence pointed towards
He knew.
Carrie's fingernails were the same as those from Pratt's shirt. The paper towels held over Carrie's mouth from
At least I killed all of them.
in Pratt's truck,
Well,
and the tire
some of them.
impression on Carrie's arm that matched the tire on Pratt's truck all told the same story.
I thought we had a pretty strong forensic case.
Jesse Pratt was tried and convicted of aggravated murder and was sentenced to death.
Never felt it was open and shut because juries, you don't know what juries are talking about back there. You don't know. One person could take over the jury and just ruin all the work that the attorneys have done.
I don't think Jesse Pratt would ever have dreamt that his own tire tracks would help convict him of murder.
The weapon that he used to maim and mutilate her and do horrible things to her head, to have that bite him in the back, so to speak, was just incredible.
I've been in here 18 years, and this is by far the best, most well-investigated case that I've ever seen.
The whole process was just amazing. In my next lifetime, I want to be a forensic scientist.
Can't tell where he died. Gotta watch out not to get plunged though. If they're up there. I should be okay. Right here in the slow grass. We gotta step a little bit forward though. So you're safe on all sides, and all you have to do is look up right here. And if you see anyone, you can just roll out of the way. And the fat guy will let you know if they're coming because he aggroes that way. I like it with that shield. 100% physical defense. Got cursed. How many more do I need? Darn it. It has to be only one more.